And we are live. Live from, it's a little crooked. There we go. Live from nowhere, as far as you know, as named by Brooms. This is the fourth show of the New Beginning Tour and my 3-year anniversary on Twitch. I see who's here. Miss Woodhouse is here. Underscore is here. Brother Muty is here. To be or not to Dank Dank is here. Broom 17. denizuila is back. Paul is here. GD Bill. Cubit. Neighborhood Watch. Devilson's Kimberly. RageMadeFlesh. Brute Squad is here. Sunny D Squala. Lost Elf. Even ETC Kid is here. Thank you, Muty. Thank you. Let's see. I want to cheer from the Brew Squad. Brew Squad Wedge wanted #1. Wait, why did I open that? Oh, I actually clicked on it. Thank you, Brute Squad. Thank you. Let's see. Sorry, I still have the sniffles. Wait, is this not centered? Do I have to go right there? There? I have to really move over far. That's awkward. This feels too far over. A little better? A little better, yeah. Okay. So I still have the sniffles. I still have a lot of things to do, but there's a few new things. Well, not new, but things that are working. The light show should work now. Unfortunately, drum loops are not going to work for at least a week. Inexplicably, the monitors I got do not have 1080p as one of their options. And unfortunately, my capture card only goes up to 1080p. So I have no way to get, so I'm going to replace one of these 2K monitors with a 1080p monitor. But that's not going to arrive till next week. Whoops. I shouldn't have, but I went ahead and ordered the cable I need to be able to do some storytelling outside. I shouldn't have done it, but let's see. And Meaty says it's just a matter of perspective. It's not the sniffles. Your nose is doing improv on the song that is your body. Yep. Underscore says, I'm guessing kid would prefer not using trademarked copyrighted names. Yes, I would prefer not, but they definitely slip through because I don't check them usually. But if they slip through, they slip through sometimes. Paul says, I'm sorry, kid, you're going to have to send your requests to the regional vice president. We'll have IT send those out when the approval comes through. Bruce Cross says, I just got the new Blackmagic 6K camera for a project I shouldn't have, but I did. Wait, that's like a... That's, man. Yeah, Blackmagic. One of the things I had to order, Brute Squad, was actually from Blackmagic. I had to get a HDMI to SDI. Because, you can't run HDMI very far. And my cameras are... And I got to get about 100 feet. Because I can't move the computers outside. So what I'm doing is I got a 100-foot SDI cable and a Blackmagic HDMI to SDI converter, so I'll take one camera out and a laptop, which will wirelessly hopefully I'll be able to manage everything. So I'll have a little, and then I've got plenty of mic cables. Mic cables, that's easy. I've got enough mic cables to probably I've got at least a mile of mic cables. Well, maybe not that much. Well, I've got plenty of mic cable. But I'm looking forward. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to playing around with the shot. I'm already imagining it because there's a little fire put. It's portable though, so I think I'm gonna I'm gonna have to make it a little higher so that it's. I don't know if it's a little cool to sort of shoot through the flames, or maybe a long lens that shoots through the flames, or sit next to the fire, and so the focus is the same. I'm not sure. I mean, we can mix it up too, but it'll be fun to set that up. Now there is background noise out there. That's the problem. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be too much background noise. There's a highway nearby which is louder than I thought it would be. But I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully something will work out. I'll take this boom. Oh, but I forgot I have all that stuff. Huh. Okay. Find melody. Watch this, could tweak the noise gate on the mic. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably, I don't know if I should give away the secret. This will spoil it, but let me just say, anytime you watch any video, there are lies. Video is a fundamentally dishonest medium. If you ever watch reality TV, there is so much lying happening by the creators of the show. It doesn't matter if it is a live show. Like I heard recently about I'd never seen it, but there's some show that follow cops around with live video cameras, and you can lie with the camera even if it's live. Anyway, so that's just the nature of video. But anyway, what I'm thinking of doing is, rather than miking the fire, I might just record the fire or get a sample of a fire that I loop so I can totally control it. And then that will mask a lot of the background noise. But one thing, anytime you watch an interview in a documentary and the camera angle changes, in many cases, if not most cases, what just happened is the filmmaker cut out something that the person was saying. But our brain doesn't register that. We don't realize that because it's a different angle. We just assume they're talking seamlessly, but they're not. Almost never. Now YouTube it used to be very unfashionable to make cuts with one camera. But YouTube has sort of normalized that. So then I think it's obvious that something has been cut out. But I think once you've seen enough of those YouTube videos, your brain stops remembering that and just thinks that they got it in one take. But no, they didn't. Let's see. Others goes, I've been watching a lot of Kitchen Nightmares with Gordon Ramsay, and I think about the editing tricks constantly. Yeah, I mean, you have to be. I would. Yeah. I'm trying to formulate what I want to say without being too controversial. I think that some of the things people do in reality TV, they should be liable for. Because I think it's abusive. It's abusive what it does to the people on those shows. It's dishonest and it misrepresents people. I mean, just little things like a cutaway shot, something happens, and then they cut to someone and that person is making a sour face. You have no idea if they made that sour face at that moment, and that affects your judgment of them based on what they're making a sour. Or maybe they made a sour face because they literally just put a lemon in their mouth, right? You don't know. And reality TV, they totally manipulate and create these characters. These people are different than what you see on screen. Maybe sometimes they're similar, but a reality TV producer could take the most kind, benevolent, helpful person in the world and make them look like a monster just through editing. Let's see. Melody time. Oh yeah, we don't have melody though. Okay, here's our melody. I think when I'm sick, I start having an attitude. I start getting grumpy about things. That's 1 + 2. 1 + 2 tools for Brother Muty. Brother B says, I've seen an unedited interview with a giant political figure and the edited version on BBC. Both pieces of footage say completely different things when you add context. All thanks to the power of editing. Yeah. Yeah. And then, we add in deep fakes and, we're already manipulating media before deep fakes. We didn't even need deep fakes to do it. Just through selective editing and lack of context. Okay, we'll use those. Hey, Ethereans. Oh, look at this. I did something. I moved over to this side. So y'all get to watch get to see the mixing board. And have we named this guy yet? Maybe I should. I wonder if I could find. I might have some old Star Wars figures. Do I? I might have some. I should cover this with. Okay. Let's see. Okay, beats again. Sorry, no beats for at least a week until I get a monitor that will work with the capture card. So maybe we should just do 4 on the floor for every song for the next week. 1 beat every song. Kick on all 4, snare on 2 and 4, and eighth note hats. What do you think? Every single song. Okay, first beat is for. Oh, that's gonna always happen, isn't it? First beat is for. First beat is for Brother Meaty. 3 years of mischief. Okay, there's our first beat. And then we got aha. I guess it's just ah. Yeah, it's ah. And it's just a string of hi-hats. So we're going to make that beat I was saying. Except we'll have 16 notes on the hi-hats. Hey, Capitan. Hey, Bjorno Flunderwat's here. Did I say hi to Cupid? Blue is here. Okay. Okay, sounds. First up, Kodoish. Megawatt Object says, I like the mystery of not seeing the drums. I bet some of y'all have, or maybe a lot of y'all, can read drum patterns by now. Has anyone found that they can, just from watching the show, who does production, that they can look at drum beats and understand and sort of see the rhythm without having to hear it? Has anyone found that ability? I don't like piano roll except for drum loops and drums. It's awesome for that. I much prefer standard notation for anything else, but for drum loops, you can just see it so well what's going on. Brother Wolf, Brute Squad can, yeah. Megawatt is pretty good before Super Pro now, yeah. Yeah. I actually, when the show started, I didn't even play the loop the first time. I would just start making changes right away, but it was Apugs said, oh, you should play it first so we hear the difference, which is a good suggestion. Watch Factory. Soundy McSoundface. Devils is giving me Blue Air. Brother Willis is the non-drum percussion sounds aren't as easy because you don't use them as often. Yeah. Pan Flute's Labyrinth. Has anyone watched the new what is it? It's the new, I saw it. I saw an article about it somewhere. The new Dark Crystal. Is that any good? Has anyone seen it yet? And then Breathing Cyborg from Devils is Kimberly. Lost Elves is very dark but good. Well, says everyone I know who's seen it says it's amazing. Highly recommended. Oh, cool. Meaty says, I love anything by Jim Henson, so I'm biased. Yeah, sometime we need to pick a show that, I don't know that we watch a lot. Well, we can't watch it on Twitch, but it could be like a book club, you know? We could have a show that we're all watching. It's not in real time, right? We, each week we have to watch one chapter of the show, one episode of the show. Okay, let's... Last time you just got rickrolled. Oh, thanks, Annie Plays TV. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank you. Wait, what sound was that? I didn't even see it. Was there a poll? Why did nothing pop up? Was it a tie and I didn't see it? That it was a tie? Oh, there were no votes. Or no, it didn't end. Let's end the poll. And it's Pan Flute's Labyrinth. I guess that's why I thought of, I don't know, I saw Pan Flute's Labyrinth, and that, I just realized that's what made me think of Dark Crystal. Getting some... Hey, Megs. Okay. So I think the light show will work. Let's see. Let's find out. Here we go. It is time to etceterate. So I'm down in my basement, and believe it or not, I was originally planning on doing the show down here until I realized that my roommates wouldn't have been super happy with that. But it does serve as an interesting backdrop while I welcome any new folks who just came in. What you're about to hear is a live musical improvisation, meaning I'm going to make up some music from scratch on the spot. But I'll be getting a ton of help from chat. Chat will give me the sounds to use, the speed of the music. I'll be turning people's names into drum beats and drum fills. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum rhythm on one of the upcoming songs we do. But as soon as this song starts, if you have a creative title idea, you can suggest it with !title and the name. But that's on the beginning. There are many different ways you can participate here and share your creativity. We do fun community projects on our Discord. So I know it might seem a little overwhelming at first, but I hope you'll stick around, take a leap of faith, and you'll have everything figured out super fast. So welcome, and I look forward to meeting you. Hi, if this is your first time watching, welcome. I'm the Etc. Kid. What you just heard was improvised entirely from scratch, meaning I was making it up as I went along, but I got a ton of help from chat. Chat shows all the sounds I was using, the speed of the music, the drum rhythms were generated from people's usernames. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum rhythm on an upcoming song. But that's only the beginning. There's many different ways to participate and share your creativity. You can help name all the songs we created in the show. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We have fun community projects on our Discord. So it might seem a little overwhelming at first. We got a lot going on, but if you stick around, you'll have it all figured out super fast. So welcome to the Etceterati. So it took me a while, but I've finally jumped on the social media bandwagon. You'll find me on some new up-and-coming platforms like Friendster and MySpace. I just created a new Vine account. I post highlights from the show on there, old songs, poetry recitations, behind-the-scene photos, content like this. I Know My Soul by Claude McKay. I plucked my soul out of its secret place and held it to the mirror of my eye, to see it like a star against the sky, a twitching body quivering in space, a spark of passion shining on my face. And I explored it to determine why this awful key to my infinity conspires to rob me of sweet joy and grace. And if the sign may not be fully read, if I can comprehend but not control, I need not gloom my days with futile dread, because I see a part and not the whole. Contemplating the strange, I'm comforted by this narcotic thought. I know my soul. Oh, there you are. And we're live. Wait, we already were live. I'm delirious. Our title, thanks for those calves. Denizuila, Atomic Frequency, Devils and Kimwe atop Celeste Mountain, Neighborhood Watch, 3 times around the sun, Brother Wolf, an evening in Night City, _ inverse cube, and Qubit into full swing. Oh, wow, 2 donations from Brother Muty. Brother Beauty says, for it's a jolly good tubie, for it's a jolly good tubie, for it's a jolly good tubie, until it says access denied. Thank you. And thank you, Brother Muty. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And Brucos with a donation. Brucos says, happy anniversary. Oh, okay. And Brucos says, P.S. the updated extension was just released, so you can let everyone know they can refresh the page to get the new version loaded. Nice. So yeah, everyone, you can refresh to get the new version of the extension updated. And big thanks again to Brucos for helping create that extension, or creating it, not helping, creating it. Full stop. Brucos did all the work. Thank you so much, Brucos. Thanks for that donation. Oh, and Socks is here. Hey, Socks. And it's still, one of the things I'm going to do on my to-do list, I just haven't got to yet. I want to do something where Tubi is going to do periodic reminders. remind people that they can make requests through the extension. I want to make a little video about it too, to play. Setatrol says, 3 years already? If we keep going at this rate, I'm going to have to start filing WCB forms for all the screaming. 3 years. Socks with new and unproved. Another title, Room 17 song face. Brother Meaty, not every snail is a Gary. Underscore smooth technician. Brother Wolf, done putting up with your ship. Neighborhood watch, you don't want to see the signal. And Devils is Ghibli heartstrings of the future. Meg says, do we ever find out if the dino is a name? We'll chat, yeah, just chat. Should we should we come up with names and vote? I'm not used to seeing the pole on the other side. It's a little weird. I think I'm definitely bigger in the frame in this new shot than I used to be. I used to be further away. I used to be probably about there, maybe even further. I don't know. It's a little disorienting. Let's end this poll. And it's watched 3 times around the sun. It's funny, I usually can guess when something is a badly because there's a period at the end of it. Because Barney Google often adds periods. Am I right? Is that a badly? Thank you, Watch. Thanks, everyone, for your titles. That was 3 times around the sun. Meg says, you sound a little better every day, feeling a little less tired? A little less. I feel a little better. Watch says, that was a badly, but it didn't translate any word. Yeah, I have mixed feelings. I don't want Barney Google to get better. It'll ruin things if Barney Google gets better. You know, that'll be the end of badly. We want Barney Google to continue to be horrible at translation. I mean, I suppose we could just add more rounds. How many rounds does it do already? Do I do 10 rounds for everything? Is it 10 rounds? I mean, that's a lot of rounds of translation. I can't remember if we do 5 or 10 rounds. It's 10. Yeah, Barney's getting better. I said, Bruga says that's a lot of API calls. It is. It is. It is. Although it looks like we're fine financially so far. But I think that that to be crashing, it's weird. I've never been able to get it where it's obvious that it's from the translation, but it happens in general proximity to it. And I think what happens is something about doing all that, sending all that data back and forth. I'm using a plugin that it clogs up memory sometimes, but I've never been able to make it totally Brugus, it's only like $200 per million words. Yeah, when you sign up for the API, Google gives you a free $300 credit for a year. And I think we've used, with all of our translations, I think we've done like $30 worth or something. So it's definitely worth it. Even once we have to start, well, it's worth it for free, but it's worth it even once we have to start paying for it. Unless Barney Google gets good, then we won't pay for it. I wonder if I could choose through the API a worse version. Like I said, we don't want the better version. We want the worst version permanently. Okay, let's see. This next track is going to feature Redbeard Paul's first sound. And Brother Wolf's 10th melody. But it does feel like Badlies have been a little more accurate than they used to be. We're having more unchained Badlies. What we could do is, it's possible. You know what's possible? The way I coded it, it's very unlikely, but it's possible that, if it just did Romance languages, it's probably pretty accurate, But if I could make it, because, I don't know. Boost has just doubled the number of passes. 20 rounds. Eventually we'll do 100 rounds. Brugus is probably want to guarantee one of the more difficult languages. Yeah. It has something like, it chooses between, 50 or 60 languages. But theoretically it could randomly pick just Romance. Theoretically, the way I have it set it up, I don't have it remove, or maybe I do. Do I have it remove once it's used a language? I don't remember how I coded it. I hope I did it so that once it's used the language, it removes it. If I didn't, then theoretically you go English to English to English to English to English to English to English 10 times. That would be funny if I didn't. Well, the odds of that happening are so small, right? If you have 40 options and you roll the same 10 times in a row, that's a low risk probability. I don't think that's it. And watch this. Could we translate to hexadecimal, then translate to another language before coming back to English? Let's see. Okay, let's see. Find our melody. Blue says go to Pig Latin. Okay, Muty just wrote badly. Testing the limits of Barney Google and its sanity. Can you handle this, Barney? Because I don't think you can. And Barney turned that into Google test for Teppy Hobart and Saint Backup. You can't approach me. Why cannot I? Saint Backup. Oh, Saint Backup. Yeah, just to prove our point that Barney's getting better, Barney comes out with that Okay, here's our melody. We're an A mixolydian. Mag says I should put 911 on my phone as saying backup. So as a backup, I shipped a backup of everything on hard drives while I was doing the move, and on the chance that the truck got stolen. Because there's so much I can't fit on the cloud. It would cost, I don't know, $1,000 to put it on the cloud, $10,000. So many hard drives. But now everything's in this one place. I need to find somewhere to put these hard drives. So if I don't know if the house explodes, I should also verify that those hard drives didn't get damaged. I should plug them all in, make sure that they work. Okay, let's see. Okay, we did our melody. All right, let's see our drum kit. Go a remix. Meg says, I feel like if the house explodes, you may have bigger issues. As long as I'm not in it, as long as nobody's in the house when it happens, everything is insured. Except for data. You can't insure. I mean, if data's gone, data's gone. I mean, most of the coding parts of the show, pretty much all the coding parts of the show are easy to back up. They don't take up, code takes up very little space. Very, very little space. It's nothing like spending a month on a program, and it takes up, I don't even know how small, but a kilobyte or something, Like, that's it. It's all my work. Could fit on a. Okay, let's see, beats. Mag says we can't have you lose another library card. That's true. I don't want to. Okay, first beat we have a whole new ETC rant to topic. A whole new ETC rant topic. What was that about? Was that when I was talking about reality TV? The manipulations they do? Okay, here's our first beat. This is called being efficient. It's like mathematicians who spend 50 years, and at the end of 50 years, they have this equation that fits on an index card, and it's brilliant. It's incredible that they came up with it, but it's one index card. It's not quantity, right? It's quality. Okay. It's Editrol says, I've been put in all this work for my snark to get lost in an explosion. Okay, there's our first beat. Then Iros. We got a beat for Iros. Hey, Iros. Max says, it's Central if you insured it. Okay, we got our beats. Let's check out these sounds. What happened to my body? if you're just joining and wondering, we're not going to have drum loops on screen and melodies till probably middle or end of next week, because this monitor that I got doesn't do 1080p. And I didn't remember that my capture card only does 1080p. So I got to return one of these monitors and get downgrade from a 2K monitor to a 1080p monitor, so I can and that monitor, it's not on a 2-day. I have to wait till next week. Okay, sounds. Old fragile vinyl keys. Megawatt, watch this, doesn't go down to 1080p. At least, I mean, I didn't spend a lot of time searching. Because I didn't have a lot of time, but at least from OS 10, it only gives me it gives me 2050 by something, and it gives me 1600 by something, but it doesn't give 1080p. Now there might be some way to hack it. Q says, I can take it off your hands. Oh, I'm returning it for a full refund. Yeah, it's a 2560 by 1440 monitor. Yeah, and you get three. There's 3 native resolutions, and 1080p is not one of them. And then Hell's Reverb from Megs. Choir Vibes from Qubit. Crispy Nimbus. That sounds like a snack food. Can you have me some of the Crispy Nimbuses? Holographic Page from Underscore. An Arrival from Brucos. I wonder if... Okay, I bet I could find one really cheap. Hey, Heartsy Kid is here. 17-month resub. Thank you. Thanks for that. So I did not accomplish a ton of things since I last saw you on the show, but I did since yesterday. But I did look at my I wish I could show. I can't show it to you because I can't. I updated the camera settings. It was funny. I opened it up in one program, and I was like, I cannot remember how this works. I do not know what this means. Because it's a text file that my code reads with the rules. And then I opened it up in a different program, which it instantly made sense. But basically, at any given moment, the camera switcher, I don't know if this interests anybody. I don't know why I started talking about it. At any given moment, the camera switcher has a state, and that state is what camera it is on, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Whether or not I am doing audio, meaning whether or not I'm playing an instrument that is mic'd, right? Or if I'm doing MIDI, which means I'm playing MIDI, playing on the keyboard, or I'm not doing anything. Right? I'm just standing here twiddling my thumbs. Well, and then there's a fourth state, which is if there's a guest. And then, so there's all these, so there's about the number of statuses of those different combinations. There's 32 different ones. And depending on the status, there's rules for what happens. And they're very different. Because if I'm playing an instrument, I want to lean heavily on camera 3, right? Because that's a closer shot, right? If I'm on camera 4, I don't want to cut. If this happens every once in a while, I don't want to cut from camera 4 to camera 2 because that breaks the 180 degree, whatever it's called, the film rule, where you don't want to jump from one side of a person to other. I'm already breaking the rule by having camera 4 in the first place. But rules are made to be broken, right? But anyway, there's all, and then the way I do it is sorry, I should just play a song. It's not interesting. It's just on my mind because I just did it. But anyway, the short of it is that I changed it so that since camera 2 is a lot cooler than it used to be, so the camera 2 gets cut to a lot more. That's the end of the story. There's more camera 2 now. But maybe too much camera 2. I really should watch some songs and see if the cameras are making sense what they're doing. Okay, let's end this poll. Oh yeah, I gotta double up. Oh, and there's a donation from Megs. Thank you, Megs. Yeah, thank you for the reminder. I didn't double anyone up. Megs says, happy Twitch birthday. Please help yourself to some ETC cake on the way out. Thank you. Thank you, Megs. Let me double up. Well, Muty was 20, right? Give to Brucos. Oh, and then Socks with a huge donation. Socks says, it's been too dang long since I've had some Jiffy in my life. Thanks so much, Socks. Let me double you up. Wow, thank you, Socks. Wow, thank you. And then Nadawegra with a donation says, happy anniversary, kid. # ban me random. Thank you. Thanks, Nadawegra. Oh, one thing to warn you, Socks, or anyone else doing a commission, is I'm not set up with all the instruments, and I'm not set up with the Rhodes yet. I might be able to do the Rhodes quickly, but yeah, I'm still getting everything situated. I want to cheer for Miss Woodhouse. Says, congratulations on 3 years on Twitch. Thank you. Thank you. And Jiffy's right here. Hey, Jiffy. You want to say hi? Do I have? Oh, there they are. Hey. There you go. Say hi to chat. How's your day going? Good boy. So how's Jiffy acclimated to the climate? It's been good for the most part. He was coughing a little bit yesterday, but for the most part, it's been good. He was struggling during the move, but he was really good for the first. I don't know, how long have I been here? Yeah, he just coughed a bit yesterday. As you still have that medication just in case? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah, he's only used it a couple times. Oh, let's break this tie. And it's Crispy Nimbus, the latest snack food craze. Crispy Nimbus. Jiffy turned 16 on Tuesday. 16 years old. Oh, hydrate, yes, thank you. I'm not happy with camera 4 during the music show. During the music. Gotta figure out a way to deal with that. Let me make a note of it so I don't forget. Camera 4 during music. And camera 1 was askew. I think I straightened it. Okay, here we go. It is time. Mitty says, can we name the dinosaur copy because it's on your right? Okay, here we go. It is time to accelerate.
Every live show is what we call the venue, and the venue is basically the name of the show. It's also the name of the live album we release for each show. So if you want to help us name the venue, it's really easy to do. Just type !venue with your idea. You can get pretty literal like venue, the boatyards, or more abstract like boatless in a world of water. Once we get a bunch of these ideas together, I pick 5 of them, and then you guys vote and pick your favorite before each show, and then that becomes the name of the show. So it's really easy, and I look forward to your creative venue ideas.
Sorry, the light show, it crashed. I'm waiting for it to reopen. See, what I don't like about this shot is, I like this shot, except for the fact of the light show. The light show would look much better if I was fully framed by it, right? If I was like that. But that doesn't look good. So I don't know if I can shift the camera a little bit. But I think this shot will be pretty good when all the instruments are up there, you know? Sorry, we're still waiting for the light show to open up. Why is it not opening? Is it going? The house is shifted. Oh, there it goes. Oh, why is it still doing that? I don't know, I'm about to say no light show on this track. no light show on this track. Is it frozen? Huh. Bummer. I don't know if it's gonna go. Okay. No light show. Not on this track. Okay.
Hi, if you came in during the music and this is your first time watching, welcome. I'm the Etc. Kid. What you just heard was improvised music, meaning I was making it up from scratch as I went along. But I got a ton of help from chat. Chat chose the sounds I was using, the speed of the music, the drum beats and drum fills were generated from people's usernames. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum fill or a drum loop in one of the upcoming songs we do. But that's only beginning. There are many different musical things you can request, but you don't need any musical experience to participate. There are many ways to share your creativity. You can help name all the songs we do on the show. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We do fun community projects on Discord. So it might seem a little overwhelming, I know, but if you stick around, take a leap of faith, you'll have everything figured out super fast. So welcome again, and I look forward to meeting you in chat.
It's a dark and stormy night. You're awakened to the sounds of heavy breathing next to your face. Is it that madman who escaped from prison earlier today, or just your neighbor's friendly Saint Bernard? It's too dark to see anything, and you're afraid to move, so you lie there in the dark, paralyzed in fear, waiting for the sun to reveal your panting companion. If only you had the ETC bulb nightlight. I'm not only on the Twitch, I'm also on the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook, the YouTube, the Discord. Follow me there for more content like this. Hi, this is Jiffy Starchild. He's almost 16, and I'm the Etc. Kid with your creative moment. 6 years ago, I started fostering dogs for Muttville, a rescue for senior dogs. I wasn't planning on adopting, but even if I'd been ready, I'd always imagined a big, young, sporty dog, which you won't find at Muttville. Then Jiffy came along. He was the smallest, oldest, least athletic of the dogs I'd fostered, but I figured it's just short term and I took him home. As a creator, it's wonderful to have a clear artistic vision, but sometimes amazing things happen that we didn't plan for. We can stubbornly stay on our original path or take a diversion that might end up even more compelling. Jiffy wasn't what I was looking for. He's far better. And by that first night, I knew we were sticking together. Let me know in the comments some unplanned discoveries you've made in your art or your music or in your life that you embraced. And follow, like, share if you like more videos like this. Thanks. Wrong camera. Right camera. Here we go. Titles. Thanks for those calps. Thank you. Titles. Whoops. Uh-oh. From _ dancing adrift. For Brother Wolf flipping the switches. Beauty Rage against the Machina. Tandy vociferous vibes. Paul Destiny across the rope bridge. And denizuila, the rising god of wind. Oh, hey, Duel, thank you. Oh, and Dom with 20-month subs says happy 3 years, kid. Thanks, Dom. Thank you. And did I say hi to Lunarexxy and Cal says? How are y'all? Let me shout out a few more other titles. A cow says Mario Sand Dune level. Brother Media with there were no alternatives in the house, but we still had pictures of the walls. Room 17 Fractal Melancholy. Danny McFufflebutt Epitome of Funk. Devils Kimberly falling in slow motion. And Paul Cruz behind the reactor. Edie says social and Brucos. Oh yes. Brucos has updated the extension. So if you've not refreshed yet, you can get the if you refresh, you'll be able to use the updated version. And also, yes, I'm on the socials, on the Twitter, the Facebook, the YouTube, the Instagram. Not yet on the TikTok, but I should. But there's a lot of original content I post there first. Hopefully I'll get some new socials up soon. I'm still realistically maybe over the week. Well, although I'm doing Saturday shows now. What do you think, Jiffy? Should we try to go explore on Sunday and film a video somewhere? Let's see. We're gonna do a commission for socks next. Is anyone on a new social that I should get onto? Are there any new socials that are up and coming? Let's end this poll. Socks has had me on Cash App. And it's Denizuila has named it the Rising God of Wind. The Rising God of Wind. Thanks, Denizuila. Thanks, everyone, for your titles. Oh, and it's a first title for Denizuila. Congrats, first title. Wait, why don't we see anything here? Billboard. Why is that there? Is that always where that's been? Huh. Where's our request? Lots of weird things happen on this computer. I don't know where our request list is. Oh, and Lunarexxy is a new friend. Joquin von Kiddington III, a celestial humpback whale who carries a briefcase full of blues. Joquin von Kiddington III. Quite a name there. There we go. Oh yeah, we have a featured sound. Go to featured sound. I forgot about that. That is sweet. Okay. Melody. Whoops. Yeah, I can't show melodies or drum loops yet. Next week, when I need to get a different monitor. Okay. Embark. Embark is our melody seed. Gonna use those notes at some point in our next improv. Our drum kit on this track is the Headbanger kit. And our first beat is Undertake. Undertake. I'm leaving that raw. That's sweet. First beat, and then we got Initiate. Here's Initiate. Wow, those are both sweet beats. We got our beats. Let's check out these sounds. There we go. Lily, Tulip's cousin. And then Bruise, Purple Dawn. Jiffy Star Child's Barks. Celestial Shore. Morning Melancholy. And then Warm Old Clavinet. Okay, y'all pick which sound starts the improv. Oh, well, since the commission, if Socks votes, only Socks' vote counts. Otherwise, it's a normal poll. Yeah, we've got to do some fun things with this wall. Oh, Brother Mises, I unlocked orchestral. What were the requests for those? Orchestral, yes, we'll do that next then. Thanks for I forgot about that. Let me make a remote note to myself. So yes, please make some requests now. Orchestral include stringed instruments, which are viola, violin, string bass, cello, brass instruments including the trombone, the trumpet, the French horn, and the tuba. Wind instruments including the clarinet, bassoon, oboe, English horn, clarinet, and flute, as well as orchestral percussion like timpani. Okay, adding the poll. And it's the Undertake drum loop. I don't know, maybe Splash is maybe we need more color back there. I don't know. Any ideas? You know what would be sweet is a giant fish tank. I think the blue would look good as a backdrop and the colorful fish. It's not going to happen, but it's fun to fantasize about. Meaty says a huge portrait of Jiffy. I mean, there's some color, right? There's a little bit of color. Lunarexxy is painted green. Meg says lava lamps. Oh yeah, lava lamps. A giant lava lamp. Square system multicolored wash lights. Yeah, it feels very sterile right now. Again, I mean, I know I'm going to be putting all the instruments there, so that's going to change things a lot, but the walls they're sort of brownish. They're whitish brown. Lunarexxy says, is the dinosaur also an instrument? It's hollow. I mean, I would never hurt this dinosaur since it was a gift, but I bet I bet you could make a flute out of it. You know, put some sort of, you know, I bet that would work. What would be fun is to have just all these electronic lights flashing. And it would be deceptive. They would be fake, right? It would not actually do anything, but it would look. Mad scientist. Okay, here we go. It is time to etceterate. Thank you, Socks, for the commission. Here we go. Is the commission? What is? So the Light Show app is just not opening. Max is not opening. The application Max is not opening. What's strange, usually when something like that happens is if you go into the task manager, you'll find a process that hasn't quit out. But I don't see that. I don't see Max anywhere. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to restart the computer. So yeah, no Light Show. It was looking pretty good too. Oh, maybe I should just do the show from this angle. Let's try one last time. Right click. Max. Nope. Okay. Here we go. Time to etceterate.
Hey there, I'm the Etc. Kid, and this is Jiffy's Star Child. And we are at the Point Isabel Dog Park, which is pretty much Jiffy's favorite place in the world. I want to take this opportunity while my future self is getting ready to welcome any new folks who are in chat. If this is your first time watching the show, it might seem a little overwhelming at first, but it's actually really simple once you figure things out. The easiest way to get started is to type !drums in chat to have yourself turned into a rhythm in one of our upcoming songs. But there's so many different things you can request. You get to help name the songs here. You get to help write the script of our channel's bot. We do all sorts of community things in Discord. So yeah, please stick around and welcome to the Etceterati.
Hi, if this is your first time watching and you came in during the music, welcome. I'm the Etc. Kid. What you were listening to is a live musical improvisation, meaning I was making it up as I went along from scratch. But I got a ton of help from chat. The chat shows the sounds I was using, the speed of the music, I turn people's names into drum rhythms. So everything I do grows out of and is inspired by the contributions you guys make in chat. There are many ways to participate. The easiest way to get involved right away is type !drums for a chance to be a drum rhythm on one of the upcoming songs. But you can also help name the songs we create here. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We do fun community projects on our Discord. So we got a lot going on. It might seem a little overwhelming at first, but I hope you'll stick around, take a leap of faith, and you'll have everything figured out super fast. So welcome, and I look forward to meeting you in chat.
Apparently, I'm on social media. If you follow me there, you'll find highlights from the show, stripped down arrangements of old songs, poetry recitations, behind the scenes photos, portraits of Jiffy Starchild, thoughts in the creative process, and a whole lot more. Stuff like this. Okay, this is my uncover of the song It's a Long Way to Tipperary. It's from 1912.
It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye to Piccadilly. Goodbye to Leicester Square. It's a long way to Tipperary, but my heart is always there.
The Fool's Song by William Carlos Williams. I tried to put a bird in a cage, oh fool that I am, for the bird was truth. Sing merrily, truth. I tried to put truth in a cage. And when I had the bird in the cage, oh fool that I am, why it broke my pretty cage. Sing merrily, truth. I tried to put truth in a cage. And when the bird was flown from the cage, oh fool that I am, why I had nor bird nor cage. Sing merrily, truth. I tried to put truth in a cage. Hi-ho, truth in a cage. I was tempted to just let that roll forever. It was exactly at the speed of Jiffy running that backing track. Hey, let's get to the right camera. There we go. Titles. Thank you, Socks, for that awesome commission. Titles: The Bits and Bobs, RageMadeFlesh, Some Version of the Truth from Phil A, Vertigo Horizon, Vinorino, The Day Mars and Venus Collide, GD Bill, from Lunarexxy, Crush Depth, and _ Watching from Within. Oh, we had from Bean Kenobi, we had a 27-month resub. Thanks, Bean Kenobi. Says happy 3 years, kid, and happy 27 months. Thanks, Bean Kenobi. And then Megawatt Electric gifted a sub to denizuila. Thank you, Megawatt Electric. That's 178th gifted sub for Blue. Blue has 10 great-grandchildren, or 32 grandchildren, 10 great-grandchildren, 6 great-great-grandchildren, and 3 great-great-great-grandchildren. Thank you. Oh, and a donation from Socks. Socks says, that was the best thing I've ever spent money on. Thank you so much, Socks. Thank you. It was a fun track. Thank you. And a donation from Bean Kenobi. Hashtag download great tunes, kid. Again, congrats on the 3 years of streaming on Twitch. Thank you, Bean Kenobi. Thank you. Oh, and Bruco's gifted a Bam Badly to denizuila. Fine kazoo at Adenzuela. And be ready to block Dingo Dingo Dread Fantine slow motion. If you love Bart Lindstrom, you will definitely love his collection. The tops of the Super D tombs were found in Bermuda District. Daughter and son make their last achievement. Meet you ya, yes, on the wind. Dingo Dingo. You know, some words just sound great together, repeated. Dingo is one of them. Dingo Dingo. Dingo Dingo Dread. Dingo Dingo Dread Fantine slow motion. Oh, hey, Soda. Soda's at a pre-wedding event. Let's see. Anyone just joining? There's a bunch of things missing from the show because I'm still transitioning to new space, and but everything will be back to normal probably within a week or so. Meaty says, so after 3 years, do you have a favorite song yet out of the 3,000 plus? My favorite, Muty, is always my next song. It's always my next song. Or the song I'm doing at the moment, I try to make it my favorite. What was that? But I really mean that. I really mean that. That is really how I view creation. Creation, for me, I'm in it for the moment of creation. I'm not in it for what happens afterwards. I'm in it for in the moment. And I felt like this since I was a teenager. That's why I love live performance the most. Is because it's real time. I get to experience this in real time. Is why I'll be creating the rest of my life. I'll never stop wanting to create, because it's just not about making a song that is going to sort of or the perfect album or the perfect song, that means nothing to me. At one point, I wanted that. But even when I wanted that, I knew that performance is when I felt the most alive and the most connected to what I do. But it took a while to accept that, because I think there's so much pressure as artists. We were told, we need to create the Mona Lisa, right? We need to create the perfect album, this thing that is just going to be static and done, and that we can just sort of point to it and say, that's what we did. But eventually I realized that that's not what I'm about at all. I'm about the next thing I'm going to do, the thing I'm doing right now, what I'm doing. Oh, Chunky Fornication says, how did you get that witchboard? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Witchboard. Brother B says, you ever ask a question, get slapped back in the face with an answer that's universal truth, and all you can do is just nod because it's the universe talking to your soul? You did that to me. But I think that given the choice, if someone said, okay, you could create one song that everyone in the world would hear and love, one song, but that was it, or you could spend your life creating songs that maybe nobody hears, I would still I'd rather be creating, no matter what. That I wouldn't even pause. There'd be no hesitation. It's wonderful to be able to share, right? But to only be able to do that once. Fortunately, I've found a middle ground, right? Where I get to share what I do, but I get to keep making new stuff all the time. It's sort of a nice. I'm so fortunate I don't have to be faced with that theoretical question, but I think that a lot of people, and a lot of people in this world are, want to create a novel, or they want to create something fixed, and that's totally valid. That's absolutely valid, to want to do that, right? But still, I think that desire can be paralyzing, right? Because if you tell yourself, I want to create the perfect novel, or I want to write the perfect song, that is enormous pressure. And it's a lot easier to create if you don't have that be your goal. If your goal is just to create, there aren't the same things in the way. That wasn't as articulate as I wanted to sound, but some other titles. Baxo J's Murmuration in Tunisia. Megawatt Electric, Don't Tap the Glass, You Wake Allegra. Oh, did Allegra get banned? Meg's Yearning for Completion. RageMadeFlesh, Eyes Still Closed. Room 17, Release the Cracking. Socks, Wait for Your Thoughts. Being Kenobi's Solaris. Wow, lots of titles in this. Brother Wolf, Whistling with Death. _ Echo Chamber. denizuila, Synthetic Socks. Phil A, Schizophrenic Dreams. Devil's Kimberly, Cloudbank City. Paul, Trapped in the Menagerie. I think what it is for me, another way of putting it, I'm talking out loud, I haven't really thought this through, so it might not make any sense, but it's like when I think about people I care about, right? I would far rather have them in the present than have a memory of them, right? I'd much rather have them right here than remember them. And it's the same with me with art creating, right? I'd rather be doing it than looking back at it. We're doing an orchestral track. Hey, Hunter Soul. Hunter Soul, I can't remember if you ever told me, and I'm always doubt myself. If you can clarify, and I think I'll remember the rest of my life. Is it Hunter Soul 5 or Hunter Souls? Is that 5 sort of a cool S? Which do you prefer, Hunter Souls or Hunter Soul 5? I think you told me once before, but I might have forgotten, I guess, but I want to make sure I got it right. I think I've been saying Hunter Souls for the most part. Hunter Souls? Okay. I think that's what I've been doing most of the time. Hunter Souls. Okay, you got it. Another way of looking at it is, I know, I don't know if RageMadeFlesh is responding to what I just said, but it makes sense in context. Rage says, I agree, but unfortunately we can't always choose such things. I think that another way of thinking about it is also, the more we do in the present, when we're not able to do it in the present, the more we have to look back at also, right? But again, I have a different, for me, I'm not looking to create that perfect song, right? Some people would much rather look back and have one song that they just absolutely love than 3,000 that, and that's totally valid. We all have different reasons and different ways of creating. There's no right way to do it. But that's what drives me. I mean, there is so much art and music where I know that the creator was striving for that, they put everything into one song or one album, and I'm so grateful that they did, because I love what they created. But then there are also some musicians and performers who are more about the process and the live, especially jazz musicians, where that are focused on improvisation. They're not as focused on sort of the perfect song. RageMadeFlesh says, this is true, I agree, but I still have to keep one eye on the future, because to just do it without mind for how it's like to remember it. I got cut off. What is it? Does not help me cement my legacy. I guess for myself, legacy has never, even when I did want to create sort of what I thought was a great album, it was not in the context of other people thinking it being great. For me, I didn't start releasing these songs on album for a while. When I started the show, I never thought I would release them on albums. I never thought I'd put stuff on YouTube. It was only because other people started asking for it. But for me personally, I would be 100% okay if these songs disappeared when I finished playing them. I'd be 100% okay with that. And in some ways, part of me would prefer that even. Part of me loves the idea of every time I start to do something, it's as if it's the first thing I've ever done in my life. To me, that is incredible freedom, right? To me, legacy is like a straitjacket. It's handcuffs. I like being the newborn baby. That's what really, that to me is freedom. Broom says, you've been pretty busy, so it's no big deal. I was wondering if you happen to see the comic I posted. Oh, I have not. I'll look at it right now. I'm sorry. I have not. I know. I apologize to everyone. I've really not been good on Discord. I need to get better about it. I've just been so busy. It's very far away. It's too small for me to see. I got to go over to the monitor to see it. Nice. That's nice. Thanks for sharing that, Brooms. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't see it before. Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Brooms. Thank you. Ray says, I totally get that. I acknowledge that my mindset on this is pretty heavily informed by acute, often paralyzing thanatophobia. Nice word. So I'm obsessed with the idea of leaving something behind as a measure of fighting against that finality of being in some small way everlasting. Yeah, it's so interesting, Rage, how we all come at things from very different directions. And there's benefits and positives and negatives to these ways of being, and they inspire people in different ways. They hinder us in different ways. Because in some ways in my life, my desire to feel like I can always start anew has probably disconnected me from some things that my life would be richer if I still felt connected to it, my obsession with feeling free sometimes, it means a different life than if I was a little more, I don't know, I'm thinking aloud, so I'm not sure how to articulate this, but I think often, for a lot of us who have sort of extreme ways of living, part of our journey in life is not to just stubbornly stay in our extreme way of being, but it's to sort of let go of some of that and sort of move a little bit away. And I certainly feel that's the case in my own life. I think as I've gotten older, which I think it doesn't always happen, right? I think, but what I've found for myself is if I've gotten older, I've gotten more flexible, less sure about things, but not in an insecure kind of way, but more in I certainly have my insecurities, but more in a realization that there's many different ways to do things. But I know when I was younger, I felt like I knew exactly how everything should be for myself, right? I knew, and that surety, that kind of is its own kind of, for me, I think was its own kind of straitjacket, own kind of prison, and letting go of that as I've got, and I still have a long ways to go, but. Doug says there are many different ways to end this poll. Yeah, it's in the poll. Meg says, the older I get, the more I realize how little I know. Yes, absolutely. I feel the same. And to me, that's a liberating, that's a great discovery, I think. I'm so glad that there's a big world I don't know anything about. I'm really happy that I don't know everything. That would be, how boring, right? That we keep discovering new things. We're so lucky we keep discovering new things. Okay, let's end this poll. And it's Crush Depth. Lunarexxy has named it Crush Depth. Thank you. Thanks, Lunarexxy. Thanks, everyone, for your titles. Thank you, Socks, for that commission. But you know, the reason I'm able to get up and do improv and not feel anxious about it is in large part because I just don't care about legacy. I don't care about perfectionism anymore, like I sometimes did. When I'm improvising, I'm able to have a very different attitude than when I'm composing. When I'm composing, a lot of those perfectionism, I obsess over details. But when I'm improvising, I let go of that. That's not to say that when I'm improvising, I'm not giving everything I can to the music and trying to create something that put everything into it. But it's that I've been able to accept that it's just going to be what it is, and I know, I think the freedom, where the freedom comes in, is that I know that I'm gonna do another song after this one. I'm gonna do another song after that one, another song after that one, and there's so much freedom in knowing that, of just being okay with what happens. And the thing is that I think being okay with what happens, that doesn't mean you accept mediocrity. That's not at all what it means. It means that you're not being paralyzed by an obsession with perfectionism. You're able to be more with the music, more authentic, more there, which I think leads to more interesting things. For example, so in contrast, when I'm composing and I get so obsessed and perfectionist, that hinders me. That doesn't mean I'm making better music because I'm so, it's all these other things that are going on in my brain that have nothing to do with the music. And, fortunately, when I improvise, I don't really feel that. And what I would love to be able to do, I feel like the next stage of my creative development is to be able to take more of that improvisational spirit into things that I compose. To be able to let go a little bit more when I'm composing. I mean, composing necessarily is a more cerebral process than improv. It just is. It's just that's the way it is, right? They're different beasts. Because composing is not in real time. But that's what I aspire to, as in my own growth as a creator, is to take that improvisational spirit and bring more of it into my compositional side of me. Okay. This next track is going to feature denizuila's first ever sound. First ever sound. Hey, Winter's here, 12-month sub, says stuck at work but wanted to try and stop by and say hi. Thanks, Winter, I hope you're doing well, thank you. Let's see. Hey, JP Earthling. How are you? Oh, Potato JPEG is here. Did I say hi to you, Doug? Hey, Doug. I'll say it again if I did. Okay, let's get to a song. I've been talking too long. We're doing an orchestral track. I think the reason I embraced improvisation with such enthusiasm from a young age was because it was in such contrast the way I felt when I improvised to the way that I felt a lot of the rest of the time in my life, where I did not feel free, I did not feel in the moment. And to this, you know, I still, right? And improvisation, it was like, you know, it was freedom. Improvisation was feeling utterly free. I will never be able to fly, right? I don't think. I will never actually be able to flap my arms and fly around the sky. But when improv, when I get to some, it doesn't always happen. When I get to a certain place, it feels like what I think flying would feel like. Where you can go in every direction, right? You're not stuck by gravity. You're not stuck on the ground. You're not limited by roads. You can go anywhere. Okay, let's see. Okay, melody time. We're A flat mixolydian. Here it is. This is a melody for underscore nightmare. Okay, no drum kit on this track, right? So sounds. Alto sax, whoops. Okay. Alto sax usually is not in an orchestra, but every once in a while it is, so that's cool. That's okay. Okay, alto sax. And it's from denizuila, and then from sax we have bassoon solo legato. From Noruega, timpani's quiver, excitedly. Oh, that's sort of a synthy. Okay, this would be maybe more soundtracky orchestral. Noruega with French horns. Meg solo cello. Whoops. And then Megs with violas. Y'all pick which sound starts the improv. And we got some new sounds. Do I show? No. Oh, Doug says, any chance we can hear the last chance sound? Yes. Yes, we'll do that in just a moment. Let's do, here's Brukos' sounds. Brukos gifted a sound to JP Earthling. Here's JP Earthling's new sound to name. That's weird. Huh. Okay, here it is. That is awesome. That's a, man, how did I miss that sound? Should have used that as a featured sound. Okay. And then here is the sound Brukos gifted to Hunter Souls. Sweet. And then we have the sound Brukos gifted to Lunarexxy. Oops. There's Lunarexxy sound, and then we have denizuila sound. Here it is. Uh-oh. Oh no, the computer. Okay, and then here's our last chance sound. Why is that crackling? This computer. Okay, here's last chance sound. Oh, I realize the mic is super far away from me. It's probably been sounding weird, hasn't it? That is sweet. There's our last chance sound. Okay. Oops. That's not what I want. Is it this? There we go. You know, I'm going to grab Kid's #1 fan and put it right next to that computer. Okay. Let's end this poll. And it's the timpanis quiver excitedly. Okay, here we go. It is time. Time to etceterate. You might have noticed that our bot, To Be or Not to Bot, aka Tubi, is quite an active part of our channel. And that's because y'all can help write what it says. We call it bot talk, and there's a lot of different things you can do with it. An easy way to get started is with !bot space random, and using that command you can submit a random thing for Tubi to say at some point during a future show. If you want to dig deeper into bot talk, there's variables, option sets, multi-part messages, and more. It's just another way you can share your creativity with our community.
wants to play. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Little Johnny wants to play. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Little Johnny wants to play. Rain,
Hi, if this is your first time watching and you came in during the music, welcome. I'm the Etc. Kid. What you just heard was a live musical improvisation, meaning I was making up the music from scratch as I went along, but I got a ton of help from you guys in chat. You guys chose all the sounds I was using, the speed of the music. I turned your names into drum rhythms that powered the song. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum rhythm on one of the upcoming songs. But that's only the beginning. There are many different ways to participate and share your creativity. You don't need any musical background. You get to help name all the songs we created in the show. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We do fun community things on our Discord. So we got a lot going on. It might seem a little overwhelming at first, but if you stick around, you will figure it out super fast. So welcome to the Etceterati.
Our channel is a fiscally sponsored project of the nonprofit art services organization Fractured Atlas. Now, unfortunately, that doesn't mean they're just giving us money. But what it does mean is that since they are a 501(c), you can actually support our channel and it be tax deductible. If you're in the United States as an individual or a business, if you know how to deduct charitable contributions off your taxes, you can do the same and support us at the same time. Just go to the link in our support panel to Fractured Atlas, make your donation there. You must make your donation through Fractured Atlas for it to be tax deductible. So let me know if you have any questions. This is a fantastic way to support what we're doing here.
Things move pretty fast in ETC world, but you can keep up on everything on the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook, the YouTube, the Discord. You'll find fun content like what you're about to see.
Let me turn that off. Thanks for those calps. Thank you. Titles from Doug, Where the Woodsman Wept, from Meg's Raindrops and Fairytales, from, I can't see the name. Eureka 82, Live Another Day, Broom 17, The Old Man Sleeps. Rain Person from Brother Muty, and RageMadeFlesh, Words Unsaid. Lunarexxy named their sound Startopian Resonance. Oh, look at that. Thank you so much, Doug. Doug just saved the last chance sound. Doug says, it's close to Friday, so let's throw out the lifeline and save that goal last chance sound. I'd also like to throw that donation towards a commission for tomorrow. You got it. You got it. Thank you. Wow, thank you. Huge donation from Doug's. Thank you, Doug. Let me get that sound queued up for you. Yeah, honor for Doug. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Doug. Doug, the sound code here's the sound code. Oh yeah, Doug's the first saved sound in the new studio, yeah. Did I just not move this far enough? I have tape on the floor because I move the keyboard every time between the songs. And I did not move it to the right place at all. Wow, totally wrong. There we go. No, not that. There we go. If you did, that was not improv lyrics, if anyone was wondering. Most of y'all probably recognize it. That's an old nursery rhyme. Doug named the sound Not Quite Janet. Almost, but not quite. Oh, Socks gifted me a Bam Badly. Tetsy Kid. Finish your work with barrels. Your favorite team of pickles. It's Pickle Rick with a bit of blues and a J-pop band open to the public. Vehicle Solomon 7331. Oh, it's Leet. North Carolina MTV released a video called Spherical Eye. Your favorite team of pickles. You know what would have been better than Pickle Rick? A whole team of Pickle Ricks. And then Socks give it a Bam Badly to Muty. New news! The car came, Pomeranian Fire. They are Zola Jesus and Joey Paul. Remind yourself that they spend the weakest part of the day. They also released 35 million new songs. Save the bottle. Oh, and then Sauce gives it a Bam Badly to unlocked one. Meet your favorite mathsocks band. Gump Casserole. Everybody. First there was Math Rock, then there was Math Sax by Gump Casserole. Everyone knows the secret that their music can feel great, but the lounge is hard to work with. It only added. They signed a 97-year contract with Allegra Song. One backpack, one bat. The only one that crossed the turtle was their last eye. Gump Casserole is the greatest band name ever. Socks then gifted me a Bam Badly. ETC Kid only worked as a manager. Auger, Sid, and Haggis. Imagine... Oh, I keep forgetting the mic's over here. I haven't mounted my mic in a permanent place yet. It's going to go right there in the ceiling. Imagine Jellin playing like a toy. He recently signed a 34-year contract with Distington Music. Dance all night with your new guitar called Dabba-dee Dabba-da. Dabba-dee Dabba-da. I love that made it through. Gump Casserole. I'm hoping to have the instruments ready tomorrow. Well, am I ready to do that? I think I can do that. Man, this is happening more and more. It's scary when it happens during songs. I mean, I could still finish the song. Well, I lost my mixing board on one of those songs too. I couldn't, and if I don't have the mixing board or this, then we'd be stuck with whatever volume everything is. I gotta get this replaced. These are new batteries. It's not the batteries. It got bent when it was back. It was damaged. Gump casserole. Oh, and Band Badly gifted. Oh, it just unlocked a band. Grab and take mathsocks to your big ... with Elephant and Jojo Dombrock. McCline is probably a Czech and has an average Jackie Springer bumper. But the soundtrack is fashionable. Super Miriam and he's a wildlife agent. If Moonlight makes it so successful, you've never heard of it. Hopefully for the 4th anniversary, I'll have something planned. Oh, some other titles. Lily Pooh and Let's Follow Winnie the Pooh. Potato JPEG AIM. Doug, At Home in the Forest. RageMadeFlesh, Alone Again. Room 17, Life's Elevator Music. Brother Muty, The Reign of Urban Kings and Queens. Socks, Jurassic Snark. Eureka 82, Back to Church. Megawatt Electric, When Helmet Hair is an Improvement, Kappa. Devils is Kimberly in the Galaxy Garden. Meg's Good Morrow, Sweet Sorrow. Cubit, oops, I lost Cubit's title. Brother Wolf, A Call of Hope. Paul Rivulets. And denizuila, The Bear Path. It's a troll. So what was that about my snark? To be or not to Dank Dank wants to be known as E Diphthong, not gonna happen. Megawatt Electric has become Hunter Blues. Doug became Doug 5, or Doug's, I'm not sure which one it is. Brother Me became Hunters Hunted My Hunt. Megs became Megs and Bacon. Paul became Beard Casserole. Oh, that does not sound very good. Now to our entree, Beard Casserole. It's lumberjack cuisine, Beard Casserole. Where are we looking? There we go. Oh, Doug 5 became Doug, and Hunters Hunted My Hunt became Brother Muty. Megs and Bacon says you have to eat it on a plaid tablecloth with beard oil and use an axe. Hey, unity of balance. Yeah, we don't do covers here. Let's see, okay. Oh, let's end this poll. I thought I ended the poll. And it's Raindrops and Fairytales. Oh, Max is supposed I'm getting free pizza tonight? Oh, that sounds delicious. Thanks, Unity of Balance. Thank you. Thank you, Meg's Raindrops and Fairytales. Meg says perks of helping your buddy who owns a pizza place market. Doug says today is National Cheese Pizza Day. Chad, what's your favorite topping on pizza? I think mine is anything. I mean, if there's pizza underneath it, put whatever you want on top of it. Worst case, I can pick off the toppings, right? Still got a nice pizza underneath it. And your balance is your background is different. Yeah, I just moved. I moved states, new studio. It's still a work in progress. It's gonna be a different. I only did my first music show in here yesterday, so I'm still getting everything situated. So we got a ways to go. Muty says anything except olives, whereas Devil's Kimberly says black olives. So we got some. If Muty and Devil's Kimberly eat a pizza, they have to split it. It looks like. Unit Balance says I prefer jalapeno. Not aware says bacon. Megs and Bacon says pepperoni mushroom. All sounds good. Where is the link? Oh. Doug says, am I the only one who likes pineapple? I wouldn't pick it, but I'd be happy to eat it. I love pineapple. Unity Balance, I hope you moved to cheaper rents. Yes, that was the reason for the move. Our show is live from nowhere, as far as you know. We did 4 tracks, 3 times around the sun, The Rising God of Wind, Crushed Depth, and Raindrops and Fairytales. Megs and Bacon became Megs. Okay. Let's see. Let's do our thank yous. Our superstar mods included Allegra, Brucos, Dom, Megs, Lost Elf, and Tubi. We had donations from, look at that, from Doug, thank you, Socks, thank you, Brucos, thank you, Muty, Allegra, Megs, Mutant Bean, thank you. We had cheers from Brute Squad and Miss Woodhouse. Thank you for those cheers. We had a gifted sub from Blue to denizuila, 27 months for Bean, 28 for Dom, 17 for Heart, and 12 for Winter. Thank you to all our lurkers and chatters. Thank you. Let's do this shout out. Tonight we featured Beard Casserole, Broom 17, Brother Chugger, Brother Muty. Tell me someone on Twitch already has the username Beard Casserole. Please tell me that. Does that word exist on the internet? I hope it does. Let's check. Let's ask Barney Google. Has anyone ever done Beard Casserole before? Did you mean bread casserole? No, I meant beard casserole. I don't see any. Beard casserole. You'll get a lot of attention going into people's chats on Twitch with the name Beard Casserole. Anyway, Beard Casserole, Broom 17, Brother Sugar, Brother Meaty, Brother Wolf, Brucos, Denizuila, Devil's Kibwe Doug, G Bill, Hunter Blue, Zyros Cubano, Lost Elf, Lunarexxy, Megs, Ms. Woodhouse, Neighborhood Watch, Not Away, Cubit, RageMadeFlesh, Socks, and underscore. Broom 17 just looked it up, no Beard Casserole. So someone can grab it. Who's going to grab it? Who's going to have a new alt account, Beard Casserole? Or who's going to change their username permanently to Beard Casserole? I suggest just getting an alt account. I don't know how often you're going to want to use it, but it's up to you. Hey, Walsey. Walsey with a 12-month sub. Thank you, Walsey. 12 months. Max, you're preemptively ruining my pizza, talking about beards and food. This is not beards and food. It's food that makes you spontaneously grow a beard. Oh, that makes more sense. Beard casserole. Okay, let's see. Skip that step. Oh, it's roll our subcredits. Let's see if yesterday we only had 1 credit. See if we get more today or if that's broken. Oh, we got some credits. Oh, good. There they go. If I can create a way to switch between the music show and the outdoor storytelling, if I can do it in 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes more realistic, 5 minutes. What I might do is at the end of shows, if we don't do it, if there are no encores, then we go outside, start a fire, a safe contained fire in a fire pit, and do a story. I wonder if I could film it so that we could see this. We wouldn't be able to see the stars. That'd be very difficult. Bruce says, yes, looking forward to the next storytelling. Yeah, I am too. Lou says we'll never get encores. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, I don't know. I mean, some people aren't into the stories. Some people are here for the music, which... Oh, no, we don't want to roll it again. Whoops. Oh, we'll roll it again. Yeah, I'm trying to figure... I want to do this story. I'm trying to figure out a way to do it. Maybe we'll do stories... I don't know. I wish I could stream all the time and do other things, but I can't. Uh-oh. Are we frozen? Yeah, we're frozen. Oh yeah, we're supposed to find someone to raid. That's what I was supposed to be doing. I got all distracted. Per usual. Oh, is that all? Huh. What's this? There's like two people on screen. I love... We're gonna roll subcredits again? What's this? Oh, I got an ad. Well, I saw people playing. We're gonna jam... We're gonna raid this, somebody new to me at least. Brother says, will we get a video of the cactus in the future? I haven't seen any cactuses yet. Cacti, I haven't seen any cacti yet. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I hope to see y'all very soon. Well, I'll be on tomorrow and Saturday at least. And if not then maybe next week, next month, year, decade, century, millennium, eon. Whatever happens, it'll be groovy to see you. Here says, Kid, are you still on Pacific time? Well, show is always East Coast time, even though I'm not on the East Coast. I'm a little closer to the East Coast now. But technically, I'm on Mountain time. But what we're doing this week is we're starting an hour later. We're doing 4-hour shows. I don't know if that's permanent. Oops. Oh, it's just going to go forever, isn't it? I can't stop it. Oh, thanks, Dennis Wheel. It's been great having you hanging with us. But yeah, we're starting an hour later and doing 4-hour shows. I don't know if that's permanent. But I don't know that I can do 6 shows a week, 5-hour shows. That's so I have to cut an hour somewhere from doing 6 shows. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Psycho Stick. We're gonna find out. Rage knows them. Let's do it. Okay, thanks everyone. Hope to see you soon. Oops, I gotta fade out over here. Oh no, it's gonna cut. It's too late. Oh, bye. Hurry, fade out. Fade out. I think I'm already gone, but if anyone still sees me, here we go. See you later.